Tomorrow is primary day across Pennsylvania. In the race for governor, voters will decide between one of three Republican candidates. The winner will face Governor Tom Wolf in November. Ralph Iannotti is live tonight with more on how the candidates spent their last full day on the campaign trail. Ralph.
A poll out recently suggested more than 20% of Republicans statewide were still undecided about who to support for governor. Little wonder then that the three GOP candidates for governor were out and about today, greeting voters and trying to drum up support as this campaign comes to a close. It was an upbeat and optimistic Laura Ellsworth who we caught up with at the Ohio Township Park this evening, greeting some of her campaign workers, neighbors, and supporters. Ellsworth is an attorney, and despite her third-place showing in polls, she's now up more than a dozen points from just last month. She thinks her growing support, at least in part, is due to the voters' negative reaction to the mudslinging and name-calling her two Republican rivals have been engaged in with each other.
I think it turns people off of politics when we should be bringing them in and making them understand this is theirs. And one of the reasons I got in this race is because I saw across the country the need to instill civility and decency and integrity to the political process. I think people are hungry for that, and I think it's one of the reasons that they've come over to us.
The biggest spender in the Republican campaign and the endorsed candidate is State Senator Scott Wagner of York County. At a diner today in Imperial, the millionaire waste-hauling businessman was looking ahead to the November election.
I employ over 600 people at my three companies. Our employees are seeing more money in their paychecks because of the federal tax cuts. And everybody I've talked to here this morning is seeing more money in their paycheck. And I asked how they would feel if Governor Wolf decided to take some of that or all of that money away from them, and they didn't like that.
And former healthcare business consultant Paul Mango was also crisscrossing Pennsylvania today, trying to woo undecided voters. At an election eve rally in Washington County, Mango said his main goal is to restore people's confidence in the American dream.
If you're anywhere under 35 or 40 years old in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, born and bred here, you only know a few things: that factories close, that companies leave, that jobs leave, that children leave, that every 10 years we lose a couple of congressional seats.
And according to the most recent filings, the cost of the campaign for the Republican candidate so far, well in excess of $20 million. We're live tonight. I'm Ralph Iannotti, KDKA-TV News.